How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, and I am back today to give you a review of the Nike Air Force 1 Premium Winter in this Tweed Corduroy colorway. So this is a special pack released by Nike that's been nicknamed on sneaker blogs the Tweed and Corduroy pack. So releasing alongside these Air Force 1s, they also released a Nike Dunk Low as well, and both of these pairs recently landed here in Canada. So these retailed for a price of 185 Canadian dollars, and I think the retail price in the US is $145. And the official colorway for this shoe is Midnight Navy, Ale Brown, and Pale Ivory. So according to the Nike.com official description, this is a winter colorway of the Air Force 1. And as you can see, the entire shoe, it almost looks like you've stepped into a men's suiting store. So you'll see a lot of elevated fabrics and textures, which really makes this shoe stand out and be unique. So diving right into the details, on the toe box you can see this is covered in a brown colored corduroy. And then surrounding the front toe cap, we have this brown colored tweed, and if you look real close, it has a speckled finish to it with a variety of colors, making it look very unique. Covering the eyelets, we have a navy blue colored wool, and we have this reinforced stitching surrounding the eyelets. Beneath this on the quarter panel, we have a brown and cream houndstooth layer, and then overlaid on top of this, we have a brown colored corduroy swoosh. Covering the back end of the shoe, we have more of that navy blue colored wool, and then we have a brown colored wool covering the top of the heel, along with Nike Air branding embroidered across in cream. Attached to the laces, we have this lace dubray, which is done in this cream color, and the laces, which are a flat style lace, these are also done in a similar cream shade. Underneath this, we have a blue corduroy tongue, and then the tag is completely stitched onto the top, and we have Nike Air Force 1 branding in navy. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is lined in this ribbed finish, giving it more of a premium feel. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with their typical foam-lined Air Force 1 insole. It's also done in this tonal navy blue finish, and we have Nike Air branding pressed onto the heel. So the upper of the Air Force 1, this sits atop this chunky rubber cup sole, which is painted in this off-white or cream color. We have this contrast brown stitching, which covers the upper portion of the midsole, and encased within the midsole but not visible to the eye, we do have Nike Air technology, which helps with impact protection and shock absorption. Finally, the bottom of the shoe, this is entirely constructed out of a tonal cream colored rubber. So this is the exact same shade as the midsole, and we have the classic circular pivot point on the forefoot and heel, along with the Nike logo in the middle on the medial side. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Air Force 1s. And for those wondering about sizing, to me these fit like a typical Nike Air Force 1, so I'd recommend going a half size down for most people. My foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 9.5, and they fit me really nicely. The Air Force 1 typically fits a bit larger than usual, so if you have a narrow, normal, or even a slightly wide foot, going half size down should fit you perfectly, but if you have a really wide foot, then maybe it's best to stick true to size to accommodate the width of your foot, and you can just deal with the extra length. But whatever size you normally wear for the Air Force 1, just sticking with that same size, you should be okay. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other Air Force 1 for the most part. So the Air Force 1 in general is a pretty heavy and clunky feeling sneaker. As you can tell, this midsole is extremely thick, so you feel very elevated off the ground and it is pretty clunky. But there is some level of cushioning with the Nike Air included within the midsole. It's not the softest and most plush cushioning sneaker, but to a certain degree you can feel that there is some sort of cushioning underfoot. And the upper, I was really happy with this. Straight out of the box, it feels very soft, very broken in. So unlike an Air Force 1 that maybe uses a hard leather, these in comparison, you don't have any break-in time required, and they feel very comfortable straight out of the box. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so this is easily the best part about this shoe. So the material quality was top notch. I was real happy with all the different materials used on this shoe, all the corduroys, the wools, the tweed layers. Even though there's such a variety of materials that were used, I thought all the components were pretty decent quality. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, same thing. I was very happy with how these turned out. The stitch job was immaculate, no glue stains, no paint blobs, nothing like that. And all the panels looked consistently cut and placed. So I was very happy with how these turned out. And in hand, they really felt like more of a premium version of a typical Air Force 1, which makes sense considering there is premium in the official name of the shoe. So with all that out of the way now, I'll toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. Like I said in the beginning, this shoe looks like I stepped right into an expensive men's suit store. It has a very sophisticated, very gentleman vibe to it, and I think it looks so good during the fall and winter season. We've seen similar sort of gentleman pack releases from Nike and other brands as well, but I gotta tip my hat off to Nike for this pack. Both these ones and the Dunks, I thought they were very well executed, and I just think the color choices of this shoe really go well together. The browns, the blues, the grays, it just visually works so well, and I especially like the color blocking on the Air Force 1, where we have this brown toe, the blue colored rear, and this houndstooth in the middle, which kind of balances both ends. So let me know in the comment section down below about what you guys think about this Air Force 1 and this Tweed Corduroy colorway. What are your overall thoughts on this pack? And between this one and the Dunk, which of the two do you guys prefer? As usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow my X or Twitter account at sean.go spelt out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.